According to the NCCP, childhood poverty is something that touches 1 in every 5 American children, though this figure only includes those living below the poverty line. Most families report needing to earn twice as much as the poverty line just to meet basic needs. One must admit, however, that impoverished children are not born to wealthy parents. Thus, if we truly value ending childhood poverty in North Texas, or even at the national or global scale, perhaps we should begin by focusing on the economic well-being of people in general. There are 2 potential solutions to this. One is a more practical, though perhaps not as effective, while the other is difficult to achieve but at least in theory should allow all willing to work for their bread to fill their stomachs. First, the less practical solution. In studying poverty, one might be alarmed at the amount of the poor, at least in the United States, that work 1 or more jobs, something in the range of 7 million adults. Reimagining the way minimum wage functions, or even reimagining wages in general, could be key to eliminating the working poor class, as well as help improve the situation of the nearly 750,000 discouraged workers. If wages were fair, disillusionment with the wage slavery system under which the United States operates could be diminished. How might we do this, one might ask? At each stage of production for a good, there is value added by the labor put into the good. Oil in the ground has no value. The value instead comes from the removal of the oil, the refining of the oil, and the distribution of the oil. If workers were entitled to a portion of the value they added to the oil, hamburger, or tractor after the necessary upkeep of the capital used to allow their labor to take place was accounted for, big companies like Walmart or Amazon that employ tons of Americans would no longer be able to weasel their way out of paying a living wage. In addition, people would feel more compelled to vigorously work as they would be able to reap the rewards of extra labor, rather than staying late, being an exploitation of people's obligation to keep their families fed.